has become developed slightly. He's perhaps landed a little high on this blue.
Six.
He'd look to get the red away from the black spot as quickly as possible. That'd be the red I'm sure he wants to play on.
Seven.
Mind you, he's got enough reds around that pink spot that are available, and with it the pink pot, so
12.
doesn't really need to fixate himself on getting that black into play.
13.
It was a bad miss on the red from Joe, conscious of where his cue ball was going, playing with that left hand side, just got a little bit too much push on the white, missed the red thick, as you often do when you're playing with the side.
17.
It's again just not landed A1 there, so it's back up for blue.
18.
Leads by 35.
23. 24.
Yeah, he's worked this chance nicely, Stephen Maguire, and now he is in prime position.
अच्छा कोई दूजा प्लेयर आंदे ना एक बाहर नहीं होंदे
वो चैप खोलते क्लियर कर देंदा
We saw last year, the final was Ali Carter against Jackson Page, and it was Jackson's first final, but again looking to win his first title against a very experienced player in Carter, who'd won various tournaments already.
29.
So on that occasion it was experience that told. Let's see, it's the same tonight. Maguire with the chance to take the first frame. I guess it was the opposite when Dave Gilbert played Mark Allen, because Allen obviously won sundry titles. Gilbert was looking for his first. He got the win 4 years ago.
30.
Well, this time does take the chance to play on the black, and shouldn't be any problems. Just wonder that black, it will respot. And again, he's got enough reds in open play here that he just needs to mind his business, just concentrate on making sure he doesn't make a silly mistake. If you could guarantee that the red just above the black spot will pot when the black is respotted, he'd ordinarily like to play a cannon to the red just above the black, which is what he's played. I think this red will pot. It looks tight from there, but I think he may be okay. Well, it looks even tighter from there. Is he on this red? was the risk he took playing that shot. As I said, if he could have guaranteed he'd been on that red, he would have obviously played it and it would have been perfect, but clearly he doesn't feel like he can get through to it. It's a slight misjudgment. Well, in the end, it made no difference. He had a plan to the middle. What a welcome second prize that was.
Yes, so just one more red required after this blue, and it should be 1-0 to Scotland's Stephen Maguire. Been sort of missing, hasn't he, from some of the big occasions. Last few seasons he did pop up, of course, at, as I said, the Welsh Open. Last season got to the final, year before Crucible quarterfinals, but once you drop out the top 16 it just gets harder to get back in. You end up in qualifying setups that are not really to his liking. In fact, he lost his first qualifying match in the World Championship at the end of last season. But a little glance at the scores tells him this red should give him the first frame of this final. Joe O'Connor did have that chance, but missed immediately. Played a lot of snooker today, and of course was just on the previous match. Maguire did have a break, albeit though Maguire's played all his matches on table 2.
Yeah, so that immediately dispels our theory about the conditions for Maguire. He seems to have adapted pretty quickly. He has been on table 2 all day. He's just hit the ground running here. Well, that red wriggles in, and I'm sure Maguire's pleased to see it disappear from what we saw from Joe O'Connor earlier on today. Won a frame needing 5 snookers against China's Zhu Se.
Yeah, it was absolute daylight robbery, really. But also very admirable that he was able to do it. No way back in this frame though, 73 difference, 51 on. Maguire not done yet, could make a century in fact, that would be a great way to start the final.
He's taken these really well, because it wasn't a straightforward contribution when he came to the table. He's had to work for it, and he's worked hard.
61.
Just laying down a marker to Joe O'Connor here, just letting him know that he makes a mistake, that he's ready to capitalise.
Yeah, and it's kind of as well like, you know, I'm the senior player, this is my territory, these finals.
68.
This is where we step it up. You're going to have to do the same. We know Joe O'Connor is capable of that, but it's a short match. If he were to lose the next frame, then he'd be really struggling.
He's such an imposing figure around the table, Maguire as well. He doesn't
76.
half intimidate a lot of players. Joe O'Connor has just got to mind his own business out there, concentrate on his own game. Stephen Maguire's certainly
78.
picking up from where he left off today.
Of course, as a teenager, he got to practice with Stephen Hendry when Hendry was at the top of the sport, top of the world, and this was the sort of punishment that was meted out to him up close, but that's what toughens you up
81.
for occasions like this. So the break ends at 85. It's a fine effort in the opening frame of the Championship League final.